What is up, people? Attican here. Good morning. And by good morning, I mean good afternoon to my East Coast folks, and a good early evening to all my UK folk, and a good morning to everyone else on the West Coast and in Central Standard Time as well. I really should learn Sydney time and Australia time, 2:40 a.m. All my Australians are pretty much asleep, living under their dictatorial government. So please shout out to them and Canadians tuning in as well. Julian Assange update, day 18, October the 1st, 2020. The hearing has concluded. The judge's ruling will come the 4th of January next year, 2021. The evidentiary phase of Julian Assange's extradition hearing concluded today with final witness statements summarized in court. Judge Vanessa Bereitzer then announced that she will deliver her ruling on the 4th. Stella Morris, which is Julian Assange's partner, spoke outside of the Old Bailey courtroom. There she is. Let's zoom in, shall we? Oh, whoops. That's a little too much. There is the lovely Stella. Let me see if I can. Oh, there it is. Stella Morris. Oh, I can't zoom out. That's lame. Outside the court following the proceedings, Assange's partner, Stella Morris, addressed supporters and the press, saying this is a fight for Julian's life. It is a fight for press freedom. Morris spoke about Julian facing a 175-year prison sentence and the prosecution admitting that no one has been proven to be harmed as a result of WikiLeaks releases. The U.S. prosecution is trying to make normal journalistic activities, which are entirely legal in this jurisdiction, an extraditable offense. The U.S. says it can put any journalist anywhere in the world on trial in the U.S. if it doesn't like what they're publishing. This case is already chilling press freedom. It is a frontal assault on journalism, on the public's right to know, and on our ability to hold the powerful to account. Terrible crimes were committed in Iraq and Afghanistan. Terrible crimes were committed in Guantanamo Bay. The perpetrators of those crimes are not in prison, but Julian is. Gareth Pierce is a spoke as well. Embassy spying instilled chilling effect on legal defense. Defense lawyer Mark Summers summarized statements by Gareth Pierce, Julian Assange's solicitor, regarding surveillance of legal visits in the Ecuadorian embassy and the seizure of Assange's property after his conviction and arrest. Pierce recounted Assange's application for asylum and Ecuador's reason for giving it. She explained that she learned after the fact that her legal conversations with Assange in the Ecuadorian embassy in London were spied upon, and that this surveillance instilled a chilling effect on the whole legal defense team as they prepared for the hearings. The judge then rejected a defense application to consider as evidence a recent speech by U.S. Attorney General William Barr, where he made in the middle of these proceedings in a Washington Post article on Attorney General Barr's comments. While Barr didn't mention Assange or the case in his remarks to Hillsdale College on the 16th of September 2020, the speech is clearly relevant to the defense argument that this prosecution is political in nature. As the Post explained, the Attorney General said it was he, not career officials, who have the ultimate authority to decide how cases should be handled, and he derided less experienced, less senior bureaucrats who current and former prosecutors have long insisted should be left to handle their cases free from interference from political appointees. Under the law, Barr said, all prosecutorial power is invested in the Attorney General. But the judge refused to accept the statement, arguing that it is a routine speech by an Attorney General and not significantly dramatic or relevant to be included at this late stage. In announcing the date of her ruling, Judge Baritzer explained, or Reitzer, no, who knows, explained that the defense gets 4 weeks to submit its closing arguments, and the prosecution then gets 2 weeks to submit its closing arguments in response. Her ruling will be delivered in court on January the 4th, 2020 at 10 a.m. Big day. Big day. The Assange indictment poses an unprecedented threat to journalism. What expert witness said? Fellow journalists, academics, and professors testified that the Espionage Act charges against Julian Assange are unprecedented and would mark the end of First Amendment protections on journalism everywhere. Assange is charged with obtaining, receiving, and publishing government documents, activity that investigative journalists engage in every day. Why does this matter? To extradite someone from the U.S. to the United Kingdom, the prosecution must prove dual criminality, that the crime alleged in the United States would also be an offense in the United Kingdom. Furthermore, Article 4 of the U.S.-UK extradition treaty says that extradition shall not be granted if the offense for which extradition is requested is a political offense. So, pretty quick update. I'll probably go over relevant testimonies more in depth later. I just wanted to see... I wanted to do a quick update because this just came out a couple minutes ago. So I wanted to update people as soon as possible on that. Thanks to Simpsons, Julian Assange for checking in. Again, those statements, for example, from Mark Feldstein, Trevor Tim, Kerry Schenkman, Jamal Jaffer, Ian Cobain, Daniel Ellsberg, we all went over briefly in my previous broadcast on Julian Assange. But let's just keep this a short and sweet update. I'll try to keep it under 10 minutes. Assange's testimonial period or evidentiary period has ended. The defense now gets 4 weeks to prepare their final statements, after which the prosecution will get 2 weeks more with the final indictment or lack thereof decision being made by Judge Vanessa Baritzer on the 4th of January, 2021. This has been a Julian Assange update with Adiaz Attican Skywalker, YouTube's chosen one. Please show support by liking and subscribing if you enjoyed this video, and give me other topics you guys wish for me to cover. I'm not a journalist. I'm an independent media creator, interviewer, just asking great questions of great people. That's what I'm trying to do. Stay frosty, and until next time, folks.